Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, the home of probably so much corn. It looks like a city in the background now. Welcome everybody to the SFLm Thursday night action. We have the 1-4 Lincoln Rattlesnakes against the 3-2 San Jose Flight. You guys get a special treat tonight. This is two Chads, one booth. Chad rolling play-by-play, and in the booth with me tonight is Chad Stinson. So Chad, good evening. How you doing, my man?
Man, I'm doing great. It's good to be back in the booth. With this game, you know, we've got one team trying to hang on to their playoff spot, and then we got another one that's really got to kind of turn their season around, or it's just over completely.
I've been looking at the current standings here. San Jose right now sitting in the 4 spot. The 3-2 record, in Lincoln tied in the back end of this standings with Indianapolis at 1-4. So this is a big game tonight for the Rattlesnakes. Chad, what's a key that you have for Lincoln to win this game tonight?
Oh, well, their offense all the way around is just going to have to pick up. I mean, they're sitting at 6th in the passing offense, doing better with their rushing, and then their passing defense is dead last. They're going to have to change all 3 of those to pick this game up against this tough team.
Now, this is going to be a really good game here. Lincoln will be receiving the kick. And we are underway here in Nebraska. And that will be received at the 15-yard line, and he's going to get that down to about the 33. And that is going to bring out the quarterback for Lincoln, Kenny Slider, 6'4", 225, his last SFLm season last week. Chad, they lost 35-17 in Indianapolis. Kenny Slider, 150 yards, 2 TDs in that game.
Yeah, I mean, he had an okay game. He needs to pick up just a little bit, but I think he could do it in this game.
This formation set here for the Rattlesnakes. It's going to be a hand off to the right side, and he looks like he's going to get maybe a yard, but they're not going to give it to him. That was Logan Lee on his first attempt of the night.
Yeah, that was it was a good design play, but the O-line just kind of fell apart on him.
Let's look at the offense for Lincoln here. Kenny Slider at quarterback, Logan Lee at the halfback, Kane Hunter at the fullback position, Willie Taver Jr., a two-way player from the Fury, John Fullerton at wide receiver, and tight end Brian Murphy, a two-way player from Denver. Bunch formation once again here. It's a toss play out to that strong side. Lee's got some room to run. He's going to be past first down a little bit more, past midfield, and that's going to get him to the 47-yard line.
And that was a great run. You know, he came off that end, had good blocking, and then he just broke what I would consider basically an arm tackle, which you can't do against a running back because most of them will just run you right on over.
And we definitely seen that right there with Logan Lee for sure. Split back formation here for the Rattlesnakes. And a 4-3 set here for the Flight. Slider looking over the middle. He finds his man just past the 30. And that is going to be Brian Murphy, the tight end, for the first down.
Man, I do love the tight end position here in the SFL because they're all, you know, they're those big tight ends you look for, and like that one, between 3 people, and he was still able to drop it into that big old boy.
That was a very precision pass there for Slider, and it looks like a tight end flex formation here for the Rattlesnakes. So off to Logan Lee on his first down attempt. He's going to get a couple yards to the 25.
I'm not going to lie to you on that play. There were so many brown jerseys, I completely lost sight of the ball there for a second.
Yeah, they were pretty crowded in there. 2nd and 8 from the 25. 2 wide receivers on the bottom of the screen. Single back formation. Slider. Another toss play to Lee going on that strong side, and it looks like a good tackle there. Just a couple yard gain. It looks like number 90 on the tackle.
Yeah, that was actually looked like it was going to turn out to be a good, decent run, but number 90 was able to get, you know, down the line and just be there when the ball came around the corner. He was pretty much untouched that whole time.
Mojo McLean, the inside linebacker there on the tackle. He's set here for the Rattlesnakes. 3rd and 6 from the 24. Slider drops back. Looking to the outside, finds his man, and that is going to be just short of the first down. And that is going to bring up a 4th and 4, and it looks like we're going to get a field goal.
Yeah, I do like the out routes like that when teams throw them, but you got to do it early enough as a quarterback that you don't lead that receiver straight on out of bounds like we just saw right there. If he could have got him just a little bit sooner, that would have probably been a first down.
Topher Kiefer, the week 1 signing, on for the kick. And Lincoln looking to get their first points of the night on their first drive of the night. High snap, good hold. The kick is up, and that is good from 38. So Lincoln strikes first, 3-0. With just right at 8 minutes to go.
You know, Chad, sometimes, these field goal kickers and kickers are kind of unsung heroes here in the league. They don't get as much praise as they should. I've seen a lot of them win quite a few games for people.
Yeah, we saw that in the Pro League this season with Cliff Allen hitting a big field goal to get to the championship game. So, yeah, the special teams in the SFL and in the SFLm is a big priority. Lincoln going to be kicking off here. And if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed real-time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy, and that is going to bring out Austin Blanco here for the first time. 6'4", 224, has a really good cannon on him.
Oh yeah, he does, but they sit number 7 in their passing offense though, so he's got to bring that up a little bit.
A lot of the offense runs through the man who's got the ball right now, number 47, J.C. Bacon, gets to the outside, but that is going to be a tackle for a loss, and that is going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That right there is one thing Lincoln is going to have to do in this game, because San Jose's got a weakness that if you can pretty much shut down that run game, it's hard for them to move the ball.
When you got one of the top backs in the SFLm, a two-way player from Fort Worth, J.C. Bacon, has been the bell cow of this offense. And speaking of him, there he is going to the middle. That's actually Buford Van Dam, the fullback, on his first run of the night.
Man, I forgot how big Van Dam was as a fullback. He is a big old boy, and once he gets going, it's hard to stop that big man.
6'4", 255 of country muscle. I'm only going to assume he's from the country.
He's been out in the cornfields.
I'm sure we are in Lincoln, so he might be out there in the cornfields just, knowing what he can do. 3rd and 2 here from the 32. That's a handoff to Bacon. He gets to the outside. He gets a first down, and T.J. Harper there on the tackle.
Oh, I got a little worried. I saw Bacon kind of laying there for a minute. I was like, don't tell me he just got hurt, because that would have been a massive blow to this San Jose offense.
Definitely agree with that. That would have been a huge loss for the flight. 1st and 10 from the 44. Weak power I formation here for the flight. That's going to be a run up the middle for Bacon. It looks like he gets stopped at the line. And that is going to be just a gain of 1. Jason Clay, the week 3 signing with the tackle.
Yeah, Jason Clay just stood him up right at the line and just put a complete stop to that momentum that I thought he had coming through there.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Heavy formation set here for the flight. Bacon looking like they may be trying to bring the blitz. That's going to be a run up the middle. A spin move there by Bacon. He's going to get about 4 yards on the run there up to the 49-yard line.
See, this is what Bacon's good at. Is he's actually really good. He does have his long runs, but he's good at getting like those 3 or 4 yards that you need to keep making the next play a little more manageable than the last.
Coach in this league, I would love to see 4 yards of carry out of running back. So anything you can do like that, it's a good game in my mind. Ending off once again to Bacon. A nice little spin move. He gets the first down and a little bit more, and they are in Lincoln territory to the 42.
That's what you got to do as a running back in this league. You got to get those legs moving. And once they're moving, you don't stop until, you're forcefully stopped, which he was able to do, breaking tackles, running through tackles. I mean, it's crazy to watch this man run on the field.
At the flight offense, Blanco at quarterback, J.Z. Bacon at running back, Buford Van Dam the fullback, David Anderson, Terrell Cooper are your wide receivers, DJ Bandit the tight end, and Saint Nebuchadnezzar is your center. And that is going to be a catch there to the outside, look like to Bacon, and does not get any gain on the play.
And that's why you got to stay home as a defensive back. If that's your guy you're supposed to cover, stay home. Don't fall for anybody coming across the field, because had that defensive back not been there, that would have been a first down.
2nd and 10 from the 42. 4:42 left here in the first quarter. Guy formation set. There's going to be another handoff and stopped immediately in the backfield. Number 24, Jonte Jordan with the big tackle for loss.
My goodness, he came in through there like a rocket. I don't even know where he was actually set up on the line.
I'm not really too sure. I don't know if he was up just playing blitz on that or what, but what a great play there by Jordan. 5 wide set here for the flight. Bronco drops back. He's looking deep down the middle, and that is tipped away, incomplete. And the tip was done by Luke Swift, a two-way player from the Fury.
Yeah, when he released that ball, I don't think he ever saw Luke Swift back there, because he was playing a little bit up, but the man's got some hops to get up there and get that ball at where it was almost at the peak.
I think he was looking over the top at the safety maybe, but not looking down underneath where Swift was. And that is going to bring up 4th and long, and San Jose is going to have to punt here on their first drive. Oh, that was pretty close there, Chad, from getting blocked.
That was real close.
And that is going to be received there about to the 18, and that is going to bring out the Lincoln offense once again. They scored on their last drive of the field goal, was able to move the ball down the field, but did not get through the red zone all the way.
Yeah, you got to, against San Jose, I haven't seen them play a lot. Field goals are not going to win you this game against these guys. You've got to start, putting points on the board as best you can.
This offense can go at any time. I mean, Logan Lee last week, 24 carries for 166 yards, so they can run the ball for sure. Glider, back out of the gun set, looking deep down the middle, and that is tipped away, almost caught. It looks like Sam Blotner, the two-way player from Charleston, with the play.
Yeah, as you can watch right here, he backs up, reads the quarterback's eyes, and he just breaks on the ball. It wasn't like he was right there in coverage where, but he just broke on the ball. He saw it coming the whole way.
Yep, he was reading the eyes of the quarterback, as you mentioned. 6'3", 223 for Blotner. Very good safety out of Charleston. 2nd and 10 from the 18. We get a shot there of Tavra Jr. He's not had a catch tonight, but looking to get his first one here. Quick pro set here for the Rattlesnakes. Glider drops back, looking to the outside, finds his man, Logan Lee, does a spin move, and gets about 7 yards on the game to the 25.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good catch and run there by Logan Lee. Your defensive back came up. Nicholas thought he had him, and then next thing he knows, Logan's already by him and halfway down the field.
Let's look at the San Jose defense. J.J. Reed and Robert Thump are your defensive linemen. Mojo McLean, Stan Diamond, and Marcus Benson are your linebackers. Braylon King Moore is a two-way player from the Mexico City Aztecs. Nicholas Frostel is your corner. Max Cole, Sam Blotner, Joshua Darr, and Savon Watson are all safeties here for this defense. And that is a catch, and that's a fumble. And it looks like the Flight have a recovery. That is Stan Diamond.
Oh, Sam, number 37, the free safety, came up and just laid him out. That hit had to hurt. I don't care how fast he popped up from that one had to hurt.
And it looks like it might have been recovered by number 50, actually, Marcus Benson. And it looks like Lincoln's going to be challenging Chad. And I got to tell you, I think this is actually a complete catch.
I think it is, too. It looked like he took a step or two, which would be considered, enough for a catch. But we are talking about R62 here, so you never know what he's going to say.
That is very true. Let's take a look at that, though. I mean, he does make the catch pretty quick. But it looked like as if he was turning to go up the field. Let's see what R62 has to say about it. Looks like the field, the play does stand. So Lincoln is charged a timeout. That means that the Flight do recover the fumble, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Flight.
Yeah, but again, with R62, you never know.
It is true. I mean, it's always a toss-up call when it comes to R62. 3 wide receiver set here out of the gun for the Flight. Blanco dropping back. Looking over to the right side, and that is incomplete. Looked like it went through the hands of the receiver, Chad.
It was a good pass, probably a little high, but, you know, it was actually better defensive play scheme there for Lincoln than it was really a bad throw, because they were right there on top of it. As soon as it touched his hands, he got hit.
Say, look like he may have been trying to lead him a little bit, but I think you're right. I think that was just a really good play by the defense. There's a handoff to Bacon there, and that is going to be stopped in the backfield. Number 95 on the stop there for the Rattlesnakes.
Yep, and that's what you got to do with Bacon. You've got to stop him while he's in the backfield just building up his speed. Because if you don't, it's almost impossible to keep that man from breaking decent-sized runs.
Guy's like a bowling ball. Fred Carson, 6'1", 313-pound defensive tackle. 3rd and 13 here for the flight. Uncle drops back. He's looking over the middle, and that is tipped away. And that is Montezuma, the week 2 signing with the tip.
It kind of looked like, you know, the quarterback wasn't really comfortable in that formation for some reason. Really didn't set his feet and just threw it almost right into the arms of Montezuma. It looked like a pass straight to him.
I'm not sure about the play call on there because you're right. They just did not look comfortable coming into that formation. So, nevertheless, though, the fight once again are going to have to punt this ball away. And they're hoping to pin them deep in their own territory. And it looks like it's going to be a fair catch call. And, oh, wait a minute. He dropped it.
No, he did not.
And that is a touchdown for San Jose.
Oh, no.
Recovery.
I don't even know what... Okay, let me put it to you this way. When you call a fair catch like that, if you're that far away from the ball, let that thing go. Don't run up to it and try to... No.
Yeah, I'm not even understanding what you're doing here because you called
just let it go.
Let it go. Wow, what a turn of events here for San Jose.
And that's what they needed because, I mean, it looked like they were starting to run out of steam a little bit. They needed something to go their way, and there it is.
Yeah, San Jose, at least in their first 2 drives, not looking like they were running the ball and really moving the ball down the field very well. And you got to be lucky sometimes in the SFL and the SFLm, so getting those big breaks, and that is a big break for sure. And the kick is up, and it is good. So San Jose gets the lead here, 7-3 on the Joe Garfield extra point.
Wow, I'm still kind of flabbergasted by that whole situation right there.
Yeah, like I'm right there with you. Like I don't even know what to think about that.
All the games I've ever called, that's the first time I've actually seen that happen.
Yeah, at least in the game. I mean, I haven't called very many games. I mean, I've only been doing it this season, but yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. And I'm trying to remember if I've seen it watching a game. I'm pretty sure maybe I have, but it's been a while. Rattlesnake's going to try to recover from that. And the offenses have to come out here. Right now, if you are Lincoln, you really need to get the momentum back on your side after that.
Oh, most definitely. And, you know, Kenny Slaughter, watch this happen. You know he's probably gotten mad about it. Let it go. Move on to the next play. And do what you do. I mean, you're a good quarterback. Do what you got to do. Lead your guys. You're the field general.
Slider coming out here in a bunch set here. Your wide receivers on the top of your screen. It's going to be a handoff to Lee on the outside. He's got a good block, and he gets the first down a little bit more. He gets past midfield, and there's a good run there by Lee, and that's going to take him down to the 39.
That was actually a great run there by Lee. But what I want to point out is I want to say maybe it was number 65, one of his linemen. I don't know which one, but popped a good block when he was pulling that actually was able to spring Lee to the corner. Because had that block not happened, Lee would have been down in that backfield.
A great blocking there by the offensive line for Lincoln, and when that was able to spring Lee there for a 31-yard gain, and that is going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Lincoln once again in flight territory. Platform set here. That's going to be a toss play out to the left side. Lee breaking the tackle and getting about a gain of 6 on that run.
It was actually a good toss play, and you know the defense came up like they're supposed to, and Lee was just able to power his way through it. Like, Sam thought he had him down, and Lee just was like, no, we ain't playing that game today.
6'2", 180 pounds is Logan Lee, and looking like a power back out there on the field tonight. Two wide receiver set here for the Rattlesnakes. That's going to be another toss play, this time to the fullback, and that is going to go nowhere. A loss of yards, and that's a tackle in the backfield by Mojo McClain.
Yeah, Mojo McClain just completely came through the line untouched. It's like nobody saw him, and he just completely put a stop to that play.
But what could have been a third and manageable is now not. It's a 3rd and 7. 4 wide receiver set here out of the gun for the Rattlesnakes. Looking like the Flight are playing some bump coverage here. And looking over the middle, short, and that is dropped. And that is going to be incomplete. And that went through the hands of Flynn Kelvin.
Yeah, but the bad thing about these plays, as a quarterback and as a receiver, know where that first down line is. With all the people around, that play really wouldn't have done them any good anyway. So it was probably better he dropped it.
So Lincoln running this ball away and giving the Flight another shot here. Now let's see if the Flight will actually be able to catch, fair catch if they call it. And they're just going to be smart and let that go. And that is a nice punt there. And that is going to put them down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they dropped him right at the 5. That's what you do as a punter. When you get down in that situation, put it in the corner. Don't give it a chance to go into the end zone.
That's a good coffin corner punt there by Lincoln. And San Jose now is going to have to answer from the 5-yard line. We're going to be in a split back spread formation here for the Flight. That's going to be dropped back by Blanco. He's going to look over the middle. He finds his man, and that is caught past the 20. And that is going to be Terrell Cooper there on the catch.
Dropped it right in that middle of that hole in that defense, which is San Jose is really good at, finding those type of holes in your defense and putting them there.
Yeah, that was just a great pass there. Great route there by Cooper, one of the better wide receivers here in the SFLm. And they get out of that dangerous little area there by the end zone, and now they're on the 24. First and 10, 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Blanco drops back, looks to the outside, and that is caught by Cooper again, and that's going to be a gain of 3.
I'm not real sure who was supposed to be covering Cooper there, whether it was a defensive back or it looked like a linebacker. But there was some confusion in the coverage there, and that's what allowed Cooper to kind of get a little open there.
I don't know if it may have been some bump coverage and he had to come back to where he originally was, but you're right. I mean, he was able to get open there and be able to turn at least something positive. And that is going to do it here for the first quarter. The Flight with a 7-3 lead thanks to a muffed punt. And Lincoln is going to be back on the field here and trying to get a score. So back in Lincoln here, Chad Rowland, the play-by-play commentator, Chad Stinson here as the analyst, Cameron Irvine on the production. Thank you once again, Cam, for another night of great SFLm action. Blanco dropped it back, looking towards the middle. He finds his man, but it went through the hands, but I think that was really the defensive pressure there, Chad.
Yeah, as a receiver coming across, playing football myself as a outside linebacker, when you see that receiver coming across the field like that, it just rings all kinds of bells. And the receiver's got to know that he's going to get hit when that ball gets there.
Looks like the Flight are coming out in a 5 wide receiver set here. Looking to possibly go deep. Blanco looks like he's going to try to run, but no, he tries to fire it into the middle to Cooper, but that was incomplete. May have felt the pressure a little bit there, and that may have been forcing that throw.
Yeah, they all kind of slanted, came around from the left side, and he felt that kind of collapse. So, he tried to do the little run throw, and it's not going to work for him.
Yeah, he seems to be more of that sit in the pocket, get your feet set, and throw it type of quarterback. I don't see him as a mobile type of guy.
Oh, definitely not.
And San Jose, once again, will have to punt this ball away. I think it might be getting some good field position on this punt. Is going to be received just past the 30. He's got some room to run and gets it to the 40. And Kenny Slider coming back out once again to see if they can take the lead.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Lincoln to block one of these because every time the punt happens, they get closer and closer. I'm just waiting for the block to be coming.
Every game I watch one of these, it always seems like you're just inching closer and closer. We're going to see it one of these days, I'm telling you. Bunch formation set here down at the bottom of your screen. Looking like sliders changing the play at the line. There's going to be a handoff to Lee. He's going to get to the outside. He's got some room to run past midfield. He's going to get past the 40. He's past the 35, and he is down to the 32. A big gain there by Logan Lee.
Yeah, it looked like, Logan Lee, when they handed the ball off to him, he got up to the line and kind of stuttered a little bit behind the line. You can kind of lose him. Yeah, see right there? And then nobody was there to stop him.
It looked like that, what was that I heard last week? The Lakeman Shuffle, right? The quarterback from Ottawa?
Yep.
I think that's what that kind of looked like. He was doing his own little version there.
And Watson saved a touchdown right there.
100%. Watson with a great tackle there to save a score. Gun formation set here for the Rattlesnakes. I snap. The slider is able to get it. Plenty of time and almost throws an interception there. It looked like Marcus Benson was ready to take that thing to the house.
Yeah, I don't know what really happened there because, he had all day. He was set. I just don't think he really looked at play the way he should have when he let go of that ball.
I don't think he saw Benson standing there. Benson looked like the whole time he was just watching the quarterback to see where he was going to go. And Slider just did not see him, I don't think. 4-3 set here for the flight, and that's going to be a pitch to the outside to the fullback, and it looks like he's going to get maybe just a gain of 1 to play Sam Blotner with the tackle.
That was just nothing but a good defensive play right there. Watched the play develop, saw where it was going, came down, and put a stop.
They got to be careful with that toss to the fullback there. The last time they ran that, or at least the past 2 times they've ran that, it really has not been a successful play. That might be something they need to be thinking about taking out. More wide receiver set here for the Rattlesnakes. Slider, short drop. Got all day. He finds his man in the middle, first down, and that's going to get to the 21. Taver Jr. with his first catch of the night.
That was a great slant play right there, and it was a great all-around offensive play. Defense came in, your line literally parted the waters, and you're just standing there in the middle of the field with nothing to worry about but getting the ball to your target.
That was actually Caleb Walker catch, so that was my mistake, and that's a handoff to Logan Lee. Spins, he gets to the outside, and that's going to be a gain of 3 after all that dancing.
Man, he was juking and jiving all over the field, spinning, cooking dinner, and nobody could put a stop to him.
Nope. I wonder what he cooked. I had green beans and sausage tonight, so maybe that's what he was making. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds really good.
God, it was really good, actually. Bunch formation set here for the Rattlesnakes. Looking like Slider's going to audible the play here. Drops back. Finds his man over to the outside, and that is going to be complete just short of the first down marker there for Lincoln.
See, now Slider's doing what he can. He's starting to settle down, do his thing, finding the open receiver, going through his progression if he needs to. So,
John Fullerton, the first time we've called his name tonight. Last week, 6 catches for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns for Fullerton. So look for him to be a big threat here in this Lincoln offense. And they try to run it to Lee, and he is stuffed at the line. Look at the big man right there, number 99, Stan Diamond with the stop.
I love watching these defensive linemen when they get a stop on somebody, watching them celebrate. It's one of the greatest things to see.
Diamond's actually an outside linebacker, so he was able to come up there and make the big hit and force Lincoln to another field goal. So Kiefer coming out here, the week 1 signing, looking to put up another 3 points. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and that is good from 29. So Lincoln inching a little bit closer here at home, and they're down now 7-6.
At least it gets them within a point. I know it's not what they wanted, but they're still in this ball game. That's what they got to remember. You can't get down because it was 3 points.
And you guys are watching this game here tonight. Are you liking this so far? Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As the SFL approaches its 20th anniversary season, there's much more content to come. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFLm action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. And I say this every time, but every time I read that, I'm like, man, 10 years. That's just crazy.
Oh, I know.
It's absolutely insane. Chad, how long have you been in this league for?
Started out as a non-contract player, actually, in, I want to say it was season 15.
Okay.
with St. Louis.
Gotcha. Yeah, I started in 13 as a non-contract for Baltimore, so we've been around a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10 here for the flight on the 31-yard line. Looking to try to answer back, and that's going to be a swing pass out to Bacon. He's got a little bit of room. He makes a juke move, gets past the first down, and breaks a tackle. He's getting to the races. 25 is the only one that's going to be able to catch him, and he is not going to be able to. He is gone. TJ Harper can't catch him either. Touchdown, San Jose.
What a pass and catch, and then the run afterwards is what really set this off. He catches the ball, breaks. There's a juke. That's a miss. That's one broken tackle there. Number 25 is going to be his second complete broken tackle. So he just had it in his mind. Nobody was stopping him. He was getting to that end zone.
Yeah, Jason Clay, the week 3 signing, who really had a good game a couple weeks ago that I called, missed that first tackle. Then Fugu Gaipan, the week 4 signing, missed that last tackle there, and Bacon was just gone to the house. And that's how you answer if you're San Jose. So Garfield coming out here for the extra point. And before you know it here, it's going to be 14-6. San Jose leading on the road. And if you're Lincoln, this is a big game, as we talked about earlier. If they lose this tonight, they're going to be pretty much out of the playoff picture, if I remember correctly there, Chad.
Oh, yes. They'll become their chances are they're null and void after this.
So this is a must-win situation here for the Rattlesnakes. So let's see how they respond after that big play, because as you know, Chad, you're a defensive coordinator, so you understand. I mean, a big play like that can really just take the wind out of your sails.
Oh, very quickly. I mean, and you get tired, you get down. You just, as you got to sit on your defense and tell them, look, that kind of thing happens in football. It's the game. But then as the offensive side of the ball, you want to tell your guys, yes, 14-6. We are still in the second quarter. We still got a whole nother half to play. Don't go out there and do something to try to be a hero and make this even worse than it already is.
Logan Lee, 9 carries for 91 yards, just over 10 per run. That is just incredible night there for Logan Lee so far. Slider drops back looking, fires over the middle. He completes the pass. Willie Taver Jr. with the catch.
I believe that's Tavern's third or fourth catch already in the last 2 drives.
I believe so. Yep. Him and Fullerton are really a good duo. They do a fantastic job.
I do like watching them play.
They're a big threat. Twin set here. Fires over the middle. That is caught again. That is Fullerton, as we just brought him up just a second ago to get the first down.
Oh, yeah. And again, just when you have a team that has wide receivers that can catch, it's one of the greatest things. I have seen some teams where you could throw them the ball and the guy just couldn't catch it, no matter what.
I've seen that plenty of times before myself. Back bunch formation, handing off the lead. Hops over one guy. He's going to break a tackle, and maybe not going to break it, and that's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3.
Man, that was a pretty good run. I mean, as soon as he caught the ball, he literally almost had to jump immediately to get over the lineman that had come through, and then just Marcus Benson was able just to barely hang on to them feet, or he was gone.
That was really great awareness there by Lee to be able to make sure he holds onto the ball and then be able to jump over that defender at the same time. Collider dropping back. He finds his man, and that's going to be just short of the first down. Taver Jr. once again with the catch.
I know it wasn't a first down. It was a good catch, but this puts you in a 3rd and 1. From here, you literally can do slant routes. You can run the ball.
Playbook is wide open. 31, able to find his man. That is number 46, and that's going to be a first down to the backup tight end, Torrey Perry.
A really good catch. I mean, he caught it, took a couple of steps, and then got almost spun in a circle, getting hit in 2 different directions, and the fact that he was still able to hang on to that says a lot about that catch.
Calling on the number 2 tight end in your offense, you got to be able to take advantage of those opportunities, and he did that for sure to extend this drive. 4 wide receiver set here for the Rattlesnakes. Slider with a deep drop. He fires to the outside, and it looks like it was, oh, that was almost intercepted. Walker was not able to hold on to that ball.
Yeah, on a catch like that, you know, when you start bobbling it, if you know you're not going to catch it, just go ahead and pat it straight to the ground. Because what almost happened right there was almost an interception off of the deflection.
Absolutely correct. 2nd and 10 here from the 43. Once again in that 4 wide receiver set. Lincoln looking to try to take this lead. Slider finds his man Brian Murphy, and that is going to be a gain of about 4.
Again, you know, 3rd and 6 I really wouldn't call too bad, but it's not manageable about the 3rd and 4 where you'd really want it. But at least you got positive yards. You can, again, build on that to the next play and then the next play. So,
as long as you're not going backwards, we're fine. 4 wide receiver set here. Slider looking like he's changed into play. Look for an out route there on the top there, Chad. That'd be my guess. And I'm completely wrong. And it's going to be a run, and that is going to be stopped just at the line of scrimmage. Number 99 on the tackle there. That was Stan Diamond again.
wow. I mean, the run was, you know, not really what I thought you would want to do in a 3rd and 6. But, you know, I'm the announcer. I'm not the coach. So, not my call.
I mean, especially if you audible to the run. Like, that's a bold move. Lincoln's going to have to punt this away. Hopefully they can pin San Jose back deep again. And that's going to be a fair catch, and that is how you catch the fair catch.
Yeah. Don't run up to it.
Do not run up to it. Don't bobble it. Good catch there by San Jose. That's going to be 1st and 10 there from the 15-yard line. The SFL minor league is underway, but it's never too late to create your player and get him or her involved in the next rookie class. Season 20's rookie draft takes place on December 17th and 18th, so don't miss your chance. The sooner you create your player, the better your player will be on draft day. For more information, visit simulationfl.net. And I can see some of these players in Rambler black and red.
I don't know. You know, I think Alamo City, some of them would look good in Alamo City colors myself.
There you go. See? So you got people here watching that could make some of those decisions in the draft. So we definitely see you guys out there. So a short gain there, and as it's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 23-yard line. High form set here for the flight. It's going to be a hand off the bacon. He gets up the middle. That's a 1st down, and he tries to do a little Lakeman shuffle there, but doesn't get anywhere on that, and that's going to be the 1st down.
You know, the Lakeman shuffle, you kind of got to do it behind the line. You can't just stop in midfield and do it because it really doesn't work as good. Do it to where, you know, you got some kind of barrier between you and the other players.
Yeah, I mean, everybody ever since last week has been trying to do the Lakeman shuffle. I can see a music video coming out of Ottawa here sooner or later for it. Like, I mean, let's just promote this, right? 1st and 10 for the flight. Finds his man on the outside. That was a gain of 4. And I believe that was number 10 there. And not too sure, actually. That was Anderson, 18, sorry. Anderson there on the catch. David Anderson.
That was a really good catch by David Anderson there, and I think it was, wasn't real sure, maybe Fugu that stopped him. I'm not real sure. I couldn't see the numbers.
Frost Dimes in the chat saying, Chad, that he would look great in Alamo City colors. So there you go. And Bacon on the run there, and that's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 37. We are at the 2-minute warning here in Lincoln. San Jose with a small lead here, 14-6. This is SFLm action. SFLm action. We'll be right back here momentarily. Welcome back to Lincoln. It's corn as far as the eye can see. Chad Rowland on the play-by-play. Chad Stinson on the analyst side. Cameron Irvine producing once again. And split formation. Blanco drops back. And he fires down the middle, and that was almost intercepted there. Ham Anderson on the deflection.
Man, that was a great read by Ham Anderson because he came from probably a good 10, 15 yards away and still was able to get there and put a hand on it.
Ham Anderson, the two-way player from Indianapolis, breaking up the pass, and that is going to be 4th and 3. And the flight, you know, they got that one big play, and then they got the fumble recovery for the touchdown, but really their offense has been kind of stalled.
Yeah, it's been that way actually on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Both sides have kind of stalled there a little bit. But Lincoln hopefully will be able to turn things around here, starting on their own 25-yard line. Slider bringing that offense out, and look for Logan Lee to try to be a benefactor here. I mean, 2 minutes to go. You want to try to score quickly. Use those wide receivers that you got.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a great duo in your wide receivers. You got a good tight end. You got 2 good tight ends, actually, so use those.
First and 10 here from the 25 for Lincoln. Slider hands it off to Lee. He's going to try to spin. He spins to the inside instead of the outside, and that is going to be a 2-yard gain there and a big tackle there by Mojo McClain.
Yeah, Mojo McClain was right there. Lee should have just went ahead and went outside. I don't know what he saw that I didn't that would cause him to want to cut inside, but he had plenty of open room out on the sideline.
Formation once again here for the Rattlesnakes. Looking, finds his man Brian Murphy open just past the first down, and they're going to go into a no huddle here, Chad.
Yep, there goes that tight end that split off, way out there.
Single back triple bunch set, if I remember correctly. Looking to the outside to Logan Lee. Actually does not gain any yards on that, and that's going to be 2nd and 10.
The only reason that wasn't a loss is because he had the ball stretched out. Had he not, been stretching for the ball and caught it, that would actually have been more of a, probably about a 1-yard loss.
Luckily, he's able to at least get a little bit up the field to where he doesn't lose any yardage on that. Split pro set here for the Rattlesnakes. Slider. Looking outside, finds his man Logan Lee. Logan with a good spin move. He breaks another tackle. He breaks another one once again, still on his feet, and gets 2 just past midfield. And they're going to go back into the no huddle once again.
He's fun enough to make me dizzy watching that one. My goodness.
I'm trying to do his best BDG Hollywood impression. Slider finding his man Willie Taver Jr. again, and that's going to be just short of the first down. 2nd and 1 from the 40. Time is still ticking. Slider looking over the middle again, finds his man down the field, and that's John Fullerton. As we talked about before, use those 2 wide receivers you got, and they just made 2 big plays. 1st and 10 for the 21. Slider finding again Taver. He gets down to the 5, actually to the 6, and Lincoln calls a timeout.
Well, a good play by Tavern right there. I mean, he literally carried 2 San Jose flight players with him to gain probably about an extra 3 or 4 yards.
And this is the offense that we've always talked about with Lincoln. I mean, this team can strike down the field at any time, as you see with their weapons, and they've just gotten to the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal, 18 seconds to go. Playbook kind of wide open here. What are you going to do?
18 seconds. I'd be more apt to pass the ball than I would run it, but San Jose, you never with their defense.
Short drop, looking to outside. Logan Lee just walks in. Touchdown Lincoln right before the half.
Giving the ball CPR, especially after that drive, because I think the ball might need it if it got moved around so much so quickly.
Let's see what Lincoln does here, if they try to maybe go for 2 to tie the game, if they're just going to take the easy extra point. But a good play call there.
Yeah.
By Lincoln.
I mean, it looked like the defense, somebody moved. I saw something move, and literally the defense on that side just collapsed back in. So,
yep, and that was a great 2-minute drill there for the Rattlesnakes. As Eifert coming on here for the extra point. Lincoln going to have some good momentum going into the half. Kick is up, and it is good. So Lincoln inching closer again. This just made this a really interesting ball game here, Chad.
It's actually been a pretty good ball game to watch. It's close. Both teams are doing what they can do. Just the offenses aren't working. They're going to have to fix that at halftime and figure out what they got to do to bring all that back around.
But there's nothing like the halftime adjustments in the SFL. We've seen it all plenty of times in our time here. So Lincoln going to kick this off. Let's see what San Jose tries to do. They may just try to run out the clock, and they're going to get it with 11 seconds to go. They may just run it with JZ Bacon, but JZ Bacon can easily break a play, as we have seen earlier.
I was going to say, running the clock out with him, yeah, you could run the clock out, but it may end up being a touchdown at the same time. So
we've seen it just It's a simple screenplay could turn into a long touchdown pass there for Jay-Z Bacon. First and 10 from the 29. Let's see what they do, and we're going to see that same screenplay, it looks like, and nowhere to go, and that's a sack there for Lincoln, and that's number 90, and that's Anthony Robertson with the first sack of the night. And that will do it here for the first half. We do have a really good ball game going here. San Jose on the road, up by 1. And Chad, give me some good takeaways here from this first half.
I mean, the defenses have been playing pretty much phenomenally. Of course, you know, offensive stagnant. We got to figure out on both sides of the ball. I'm not picking on one team or the other. You've got to figure that out, because that's the only way we're going to separate these two teams as to, you know, who's going to win this game. So, I mean, defenses are working great. That's really a big plus for both teams.
Yeah, the defense has been playing really well. Lincoln, really a costly turnover right there, but was able to recover. And I got to tell you, I mean, that last drive from Lincoln really shows what this team can do. And let's see if they hopefully can carry that momentum into the second half. And Lee just having a phenomenal game as well there, Chad.
He's having a great game. Right now, probably sitting as my player of the game, to be honest with you, just watching him. So we'll see where he goes from there, though. Because you can't really just lean on that one player to get you through this.
No, you're absolutely right. You can't lean on him at all. I mean, Lee is just under 100 yards there at 97 currently. You know, Jay-Z Bacon really hasn't run the ball real well, but he has just that one big play. So if you're San Jose, you're really wanting to try to get Bacon going, right? You want that Bacon to sizzle.
And that's what I said at the beginning.
Yeah.
If you can shut him down, it's hard for San Jose to move that ball.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, you know, he's one of the better players in the SFLm, and he can take over a game at 80 points. So, you know, for Lincoln, holding him to just 33 yards rushing, as we've seen just right there, that's huge. That's huge if you're Lincoln's defense. So you got all the momentum in the world here at home, playing for your playoff chances, and let's see what Lincoln could do here in the second half. So Lincoln will be kicking this off. So San Jose, you know, Lincoln just scored with, you know, a little under 15 seconds left in the first half. And so San Jose is going to get an opportunity here to start the second half strong. And there's the kickoff. And they're going to take this up to about the 25-yard line. And Blanco's going to come back out once again. Let's see what kind of adjustments that the flight make. As we talked about during the halftime show, Chad, they've got to get that run game going, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's going to carry them in this game completely, to be honest with you.
First and 10 here from the 25. Looks like they're coming out in a split back formation. And that's going to be a handoff to Buford Van Dam, and he gets a gain of about a yard.
Yep. You know, we've seen them try to do the pitch plays with the fullbacks. Doesn't really work that great. That right there is what a fullback's used for. Give the man the ball, let him run through the line. That's why he's there.
And this is actually the perfect formation to do that in. Heavy set, split jacks formation, I believe. That's going to be a handoff to Van Dam again. And he's only going to gain of another yard. 3rd and 8.
But again, stopped. Jason Clay has stopped him twice. He's been there both times. It's almost like Jason Clay was in the huddle with him and knew it was coming.
And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 here from the 27. Short drop. Finds his man. He had it in his hands. It looked like he could have had a first down, and he dropped it.
Yep, bobbled the ball, and then JJ thought he had it for the interception, and he bobbled it and dropped it.
Amadou, look at that, just right through his hands. Look at that right there, just
bounced right off.
I mean, if you're Blanco, you can't throw the ball any better than that.
No, definitely not. I mean, that was a perfect pass. Hit him right between the numbers. You know, kind of the worst place to hit a receiver's in his hands directly.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want to hit him in the hands, Lord knows. So San Jose coming out on this first drive of the second half a little flat, and they're going to have to punt this away to Lincoln. Lincoln with an opportunity here to take the lead for the first time in this ball game, Chad.
Very well could. I mean, if their offense comes out and runs the way it did that last go, I'm going to guarantee them 6 points at least.
There you go. You heard it, Lincoln fans. Guaranteeing it. If they could come out looking like that, guarantee 6 points. First and 10 here, gun split formation for the Rattlesnakes. Slider. Looking to the outside, finds his man, John Fullerton, and that's going to be a gain of 7.
7 yards, you're down to 2nd and 3. That literally leaves the playbook wide open. I mean, I almost want to say that, we're going to see maybe an outside run here.
Be a pretty good call. Focusing right there on that man, Logan Lee, who just under 100 yards in the first half alone. And it's a heavy set formation. I can easily see your prediction coming true. And it looks like it's just going to be handed up the middle, gets about a yard or two, and that's going to be 3rd and 1.
And see, yeah, it was only a yard or two, but again, it's 3rd and 1. That's a manageable down. That's what you want to do as a running back, just keep the ball moving.
A big 3rd down here to open up the second half for Lincoln. From the 47. San Jose bringing a blitz. They're able to get it to Lee, and he is tackled in the backfield. A gain of 0, and that's Stan Diamond once again on the big stop.
Was that Stan Diamond or was that J.J. Harper? Or T.J. Harper, I don't know. But, yeah, came actually around from the outside of the line to put a stop to it. I was really surprised that he was there that fast.
And look at this here. Lincoln, 4th and 1. Same formation that they just came into. Let's see what they try to do here. See if they're going to try to just get him to jump off sides or not. Slider.
I think they're just going to get him to try to jump here.
And San Jose showing that discipline as they do not jump, and Lincoln burns one of those timeouts.
Chad, I do want to point out real quick that in our other game, Lexington and Tacoma, the both 2 and 3 teams, that's a really close 3-0 Lexington that I can tell as, oh, my bad, just changed 7-3 Tacoma.
Now look at that. You just, as soon as we talk about the game above, it changes the score. So 7-3 Tacoma on the road with the lead there in the second quarter. And got to tell you, 2 good games so far tonight to open up the SFLm slate here in week 6. So Lincoln going to be punting this away. And San Jose, if you're really looking to try to get this second half started here, this will be the drive to do it.
Yeah, both teams came out flat on the very first drive, which, does tend to happen coming out from a halftime. So, slowly start building that momentum. Get that run game going.
Yep, they definitely tried to get it going there with Buford Van Dam. And looking like they may try to do that again here. Split jack set here. There's a handoff to Buford Van Dam, as we called it, up the middle. A gain of 7. And that's going to be now to the 20-yard line.
Chad, the next time Buford Van Dam lines up next to Bacon, I want you to look at the height difference of these two men. He makes Bacon look like a toddler. That's how big this man is.
Well, let's just compare here. J.Z. Bacon, 5'11", 208. Buford Van Dam, 6'4", 255. It's like having a Prius and a Mack truck next to each other. I hope I do not offend anyone that drives a Prius. Platform set here for the flight. Bacon up the middle, showing even though he's a little bit smaller, he can power his way through the line, and that's a first down for the flight.
I'm sure Bacon enjoys having that Mack truck in front of him, blowing that line open like he just did to give him that big old hole to run through.
I'm sure that J.Z. Bacon will probably DM me sometime later on and be like, really? I'm a Prius? Like, come on. At least make me like an S10 or something. Hands it off to Bacon, and only a gain of 1, and that may be why I called you a Prius. You only get a gain of a yard. Good defensive play there, though, by Luke Swift.
Yeah, sorry, I'm laughing a little bit.
Well, we got to have a little fun in the booth, right? I mean, you got two
most
Chads,
definitely.
one booth. I mean, two Chads, one booth. That I don't think that's ever happened in the SFL's history in all of the 10 years. Two Chads in the same place. There's going to be fired to the outside. Cooper on the catch, and that's going to be now third and a very manageable 3 yards.
Actually, a good catch there by Cooper. Able to keep both feet in bounds because when he first caught it, his feet weren't, neither one of them were touching. He was able to get them down and get them in bounds.
It is quite nice, having two Chads in the booth, because I had a Sasquatch in here with me last week, and it got a little hairy. Bunch formation here on the bottom of the screen. Blanco looking to the outside, finding Cooper once again, gets the first down, and that's going to extend his drive to the 40.
And that little outright there to Cooper is actually starting to become money because there's just nobody there.
Yeah, when you got some young corners there looking at this, I mean, Jonte Jordan has been in the league, for a little bit, but Fugu Gaipan, a week 4 signing, on this Lincoln defense, being able to just take advantage of that young man is what Cooper's doing tonight. 4 wide receiver set here out of the gun for the flight. Got Bacon on the right-hand side. Blanco. He finds his man over the middle. That is Cooper again, and that's going to be a gain of 8.
That passing offense is starting to wake up a little bit here for San Jose, and it's actually working better than it was in the first half, so I don't know what they changed.
Head coach Art Vandelay motivating his team in the halftime, so looking like Blanco really took the word there, and he's going to be coming out here firing on all cylinders. Heavy set here for the flight. That's a handoff to Bacon, gets up the middle, but that is going to be just short of the first down, and that's going to be a 3rd and 1 for the flight.
Actually, a really good stop there to keep it from being a first down. I mean, yeah, it's 3rd and 1, but at least you stopped it. You gave your defense a chance to actually stop this completely and make it into a punt.
You got your new center, St. Nebuchadnezzar, and they're trying to just go right in his direction up the middle. And this is a weak power I formation here. And that's going to be a handoff to Bacon, and he's able to get through the line. That's a first down and a little bit more, and that's to the 42-yard line.
Bacon just kind of slid through the line. Doesn't even look like anybody really even put an arm out to touch him that I could tell. There was one that was almost a face mask there with that hand running up across the mask, it looked like to me.
That R62 must have just not seen it, thinking about whatever R62 thinks about. Strong power eye set here for the flight. 1st and 10 from the 42. Going up the middle once again is Bacon. That's going to be a gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, that O-line starting to wake up, making their blocks. Bacon's starting to get those 4 and 5 yards at a time that I was talking about at the beginning of the game. And this is where San Jose very easily could blow this game wide open if Lincoln does not start putting a stop to that run again.
2nd and 6 here. 5 wide set here for the flight. Plenty of DBs on the field for the Rattlesnakes. Looking like Blanco may have been trying to change a route. And that's going to be just over the middle. Overthrows his target. And that was number 86, I believe, the backup tight end. Nope, that's the backup wide receiver, Vern Sales, on the catch.
It looked like he just kind of stopped mid-route, and there was just miscommunication with the quarterback. Quarterback thought he was going to be somewhere else. Throws the ball, and nobody's there.
Yep, just overthrowing his intended target. 3rd and 6 here from the 39. This is outside of field goal range for the flight. Blanco getting taken down in the backfield. And that is number 90 on the stop. That is Anthony Robertson with his 2nd sack of the game.
Anthony Robertson, it looked like it was a delayed blitz from where he came from. But when he decided to go, he came through that line quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Robertson with his 2nd sack of the game, showing why he should be drafted in the upcoming season 20 draft. So all you GMs and owners out there, take a look at this guy. San Jose with the punt, hoping to pin him deep, and it looks like it's going to be a fair catch and taken at the 12. Walker not able to really go anywhere.
It looks like, that both teams kind of learned their lessons on the punts after that one play. Catch the ball.
The SFL Network is coming to the ESTV Plus app. I'm really excited about this. 24/7 SFL programming will include content created by the community, the SFL's greatest games from the archives, exclusive network content, and live SFL regular season games. Just announced this week, ESTV is now live on Prime Video and on the Freevee app. Download the EST Plus app on your Android, iPhone, or through your smart TV for season 20 today. So that is an incomplete pass intended for the tight end Brian Murphy.
Yeah, Kenny Slider there. Okay, yes. Third quarter's almost getting close to being over. You're only down by 1. Don't get happy like that and start trying to take everything deep. Do what's been working for you. Go with those mid to short passes. That's what's been working. Run the ball.
I will 100% agree with that. And split gun formation here for the Rattlesnakes. Slider. There's plenty of time looking deep down the field, and that's a big catch. That is to the 46. And that's Brian Murphy on the catch.
Big old tight end. I don't know where his defenders were because, I mean, he made that break, and it wasn't until it looked like he had to slow down to catch the ball. And that was able to allow the defenders to catch up to him. But, yeah, it literally looked like he almost had to come to a stop. He was running so fast.
It's a simple fly route there for the tight end. Brian Murphy showing those skills. 6'5", 250, the two-way player out of Denver. That's going to be a handoff, and that is going to be stopped in the backfield. And that is Stan Diamond again making a play.
Stan Diamond's been in the backfield more than most Lincoln players.
Yeah, he's trying to make a case, maybe trying to be a top pick in this draft. And that'll be coming up here pretty soon, as we've already announced that earlier, December 17th and 18th. So Stan Diamond trying to show you that he is the diamond in the rough for your upcoming team. Slider, looking to the outside net, is tipped away, almost intercepted. And that was a good play there by Nicholas Frossel.
Yeah, I don't think Slider ever saw Nicholas. He pulls up, sees the receiver break, throws it, and I guarantee you as soon as he released it, that's when he saw that white jersey standing there.
Yep, just overlooking the defender, thought he had his man open, and Frossel really just closed up that lane really quick. 3rd and long here for the Rattlesnakes. 4 wide receivers set out of the gun. Blight playing some bump coverage. And over the middle, and that pass was, oh, I thought he caught that. Logan Lee was the intended target, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Logan Lee, when you put your hands on it, my friend, you got to catch it, especially when you're open like that. You can't let open passes like that, just fall to the ground.
I got to give credit there to head coach Mike All. I mean, that was a really good offensive play call there.
Oh, it was a very good play call by Mike.
Yeah, having the running back who's been a threat in the backfield all night, line up on the outside, what it looked like, was able to get him in open space. But Logan, you just got to catch the ball, my man. And Link is going to have to punt this away. And Jose taking it from the 15 and maybe just gets a couple yards on the return, and that's going to be to the 17-yard line. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for more info about the league and its 28 teams. All the places you can watch live, plus links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, and rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything. It's one of my bookmarks. And that was a throw deep, and that is intercepted. Ham Anderson taking that ball away from Terrell Cooper.
Yep, and that was Ham Anderson again, just watching. He looks, then he notices, he saw something that made him turn around and come back. I don't know what it was, and he just broke on the ball, and there he was.
Just watching the quarterback's eyes the whole time, and Ham was able to make that play. So Lincoln looking once again. Now they got some great field position to try to take the lead for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 from the 35. It's going to be a handoff to Logan Lee. He's got some room up the middle. He's going to try to spin, but gets a gain of 6 on the play. Sam Blockner on the tackle.
I actually really enjoyed the blocking on that one for Logan Lee because they made almost like a tunnel. I don't know if you saw that, but literally they pulled both directions and just gave him the running room he needed.
A great blocking up front there by Lincoln with the line and the fullback. And that's going to be 4 wide receiver set here, 2nd and 4. Slider, some pressure coming to him, is able to avoid it, and the pass is made and caught. And it looks like Willie Taver Jr. with the catch, and that's a first down at the 21.
You know, that's a quarterback that has slowed everything down during his play to be able to stand there. No one, I mean, he could literally see the defender probably 4 or 5 feet away, and he just stood in the pocket, delivered his pass.
Heavy set here for the Rattlesnakes. From the 21-yard line, minute 30 to go in the third quarter. That's a handoff to the fullback, and that's going to be a gain of 3.
Again, fullbacks, you know, you're not a running back that's meant to get 15 yards at a run. You're a bruiser. Get up there. Get your 2-3 yards. And that's what you're there for.
You're just the bowling ball to get through there. 6 foot 220, Kane Hunter. Fullback there, number 22. Lincoln, 2nd and 7 from the 18. Slider drops back. He's going to try to avoid the pressure, but he cannot, and he is taken down. And that is number 97 on the sack. That is Matt Foote.
Yeah, I don't think Slider ever saw Matt Foote. He felt the pressure coming and stepped right into him. I mean, as soon as he took that step, Matt Foote was right there waiting on him.
That was the first sack of the night there for the Flight, and it came at a great time. 3rd and 14 from the 25. Lincoln needing to get about to the 10-yard line to extend this drive. Over the middle, that is to Walker just to get to the center of the field, and I believe that was just to set up a nice little field goal here to take the lead for the first time for Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Watching the way they ran it, they put it right in the middle. Even though it's not the 6 points, you're still going to take the lead on this, and the way your defense has kind of been shutting them down, this is not a bad decision to make.
So being able to get points off the turnover is key. Low snap. Quarterback was able to pick it up. The kick is up, and that is good from 34 out. So Lincoln, for the first time tonight, we could say, has the lead 16-14.
Very good, you know, little series they had going there. They got points on the board, got on the lead. So now you just need your defense to continue doing what they're doing. Stopping it.
And that is the end of the third quarter, guys. And put your 4s up in the chat. Your 4s, 12s, 68, and 86s. We're going to be back here in a moment in Lincoln, who just took the lead 16-14. And we are back live in Lincoln, Nebraska. Chad rolling on the play-by-play. Chad Stinson, my broadcast partner tonight. Cameron Irvine on the production. Thank you once again, Cam. And that is going to be kicked off to San Jose, where they're going to try to bounce back and try to catch the lead for the time being. And that's going to be taken to the 34 as San Jose is down in this game for the first time, Chad.
Yeah, and just saw the score update also on our other game, 10-7, Lexington. So that game actually has a lot to do. San Jose needs to win this game to really stay where they're at, or if not, they're going to fall below one of those two teams.
Lexington, my former team. I was the head coach of at one point. And that's going to be a handoff to Buford Van Dam up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 5. Ham Anderson on the tackle.
Big old Mack truck rolling through there. If you're a small defensive back, that's got to give you a pause whether or not you want to try to hit that big man.
Ham Anderson's built pretty decent. 6'2", 220, two-way player from the Ramblers. So he's able to really make a good tackle there. 2nd and 5 from the 39. Heavy set formation here for the Flight. It's going to be a handle for J.Z. Bacon. He gets up the middle, and that's a first down. And that's going to get him out to the 45.
And Bacon was coming through the line. It looked like they had him, and then it looked like he literally teleported about 2 or 3 feet to the right.
Yeah, looking like he was maybe trying to do the Lakeman shuffle there.
Yeah, he started to, and then...
Yeah, these guys just can't pull it off like Lakeman can.
No, they can't. They've had their chances, but, you know, their original is usually always better.
1st and 10 from the 45. Hands it off to Bacon once again, and that's going to be to midfield, and that's going to be a gain of 5.
That was actually a good defensive play because he literally came around from the outside and had to catch Bacon. That just proves the speed of some of these defensive players in this league is just crazy to watch.
Yeah, I have no problems at all catching Bacon anytime. Catch it in the frying pan. It's really good. 2nd and 5. And Bacon just getting past the first down marker. And that's going to extend the drive here for the flight.
I'm pretty sure the hit that got laid on Bacon right there is what allowed him to get that first down, because it looked like he flew about a good yard or two off his feet.
Blanco bringing the offense up to the line. Unsplit pro formation here for the flight. 4-3 defense out of the Rattlesnakes. Blanco looking deep down the middle, and that is a big catch there by Terrell Cooper, extending out and making a play.
Wow, I mean, he laid out for that ball, put his body out there for it and everything, and was able to catch it. So that's, if worst case scenario, that's going to give San Jose the chance to take the lead back in this game. So this may be one of those games where we watch the next couple of possessions go back and forth, and the lead change a few more times.
Yeah, Joe, this is definitely in Joe Garfield's range for sure. But San Jose is not thinking field goal right now. They are thinking touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 21. 5 wide set here for the flight. Blanco checking down to his backup tight end, and that's going to be just a gain of about a yard. Pass is caught there by Marty Hampton, the 3rd wide receiver.
I think Marty Hampton was really expecting the pass there, because you kind of saw him. He turned, noticed, that he's not being looked at, looked away, turned back, and the ball was right on top of him.
2nd and 9 from the 19. Blanco drops back. Looking towards the end zone. The man is open. That is touchdown. That is Vern Sales, the 4th wide receiver, and San Jose back in the lead.
Boy, San Jose has used every one of their wide receivers, 1 through 4, and that was great because Sales was wide open right there at the goal line.
Yeah, not really sure where the defense broke down there, but there wasn't anybody within maybe 2 or 3 yards of him.
Yeah, I would probably give him 4 yards, to be honest with you. There was just nobody saw him.
I was trying to be nice. Right? I was trying to be nice. He was wide open. You're right. It was 4 or 5 yards.
I do the analysis. I can't be nice. I'm sorry.
There you go. It's gotta be like good cop, bad cop, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So Garfield with the extra point, and that is going to make this game 21-16. San Jose back on top. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the 4th. Lincoln playing for their playoff lives to stay in the hunt. They are 1-4 this season, tied at the bottom of the standings with Annapolis. And I have to agree with the chat here. Adam Wiseman, my co-owner there in Indianapolis, that was a great play design. Absolutely.
Ah, Mr. Adam Wiseman.
Man, the myth, the legend. And Lincoln's going to take this up to the 28. Just under 8 minutes to go. And Kenny Slider coming back out here to try to lead this Rattlesnakes down to take the lead.
Yeah, I want to see that Lincoln offense we saw right before halftime. I have not seen them yet. I need to see that offense again.
Yeah, they need to repeat that drive because they were just unstoppable on there. Maybe trying to go a little heavy, try to run out that clock and make sure that San Jose maybe doesn't get an opportunity. And they're going to hand it off here to Logan Lee. He's going to run to the outside, and he breaks the tackle and does not break that second one, and that's going to be a gain of 8. Marcus Benson on the tackle.
Yeah, Marcus Benson kind of saved that one, but right at the line, they almost had him. He got through that little arm tackle, did a shuffle behind a couple of people, and was able to gain 8 yards out of that.
And it looks like it's going to be a near or far tight end flex. 2nd and 2, hands it off to Lee again. He's going to get to the inside and just get past the first down. And that's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3.
Yeah, he started to go to the outside, and I think he noticed the same thing I did with that linebacker coming down the line, fixing to meet him, and he just cut back in, and there was nothing the linebacker could do but let him have those few yards.
Unsplit spread formation here for the Rattlesnakes. Slider maybe looking towards Taver here. And he indeed does, and that's going to be a gain of 9, and that's going to be 2nd and 1.
It looks like every time he needs those few yards, that's exactly the target he looks for. I'm surprised, honestly, that San Jose has not picked up on that.
Yeah, and really, For San Jose, it's a tough defensive assignment because, as we talked about, Tavra Jr. and Fullerton are both two really good wide receivers. So really just trying to stop one, you're just going to leave the other wide open. 2nd and 1 here. And Lincoln gets up the middle. That's going to be a gain of about 6 or 7, and that's going to be a first down to the 45.
Yeah, this is starting to look like that Lincoln offense we saw right before halftime. Everything's clicking. San Jose's got to step it up a little bit.
Great block there by number 65 to open up that hole so he can get the first down. Randy Force, 6'8", 320. And a brick wall. Split formation here for the Rattlesnakes from the 45. Slider. Looking to the outside, finds his man, John Fullerton, and that's going to be 2nd and 3.
I'm pretty sure he probably could have got a few more yards out of that, but when he threw it, he kind of threw it behind him by probably a yard, and it looked like he almost had a problem even catching it. So if he could have just put it right on target, Fulton probably could have got a few more yards out of that than he did.
225 yards tonight for Kenny Slider. He's leading this Rattlesnake offense up the field. Bunch formation set here. Single back. Looking like the tight end there on the outside. Toss play, and that is going to be stopped short of the first down, and that's going to be 3rd and 2. This is going to be a very interesting play here for Lincoln.
And that was a toss play that ended up going inside because Lee has good vision when he's running towards the line. He can see where that hole is going to open up, and he saw it open up back on the inside, and that's why he cut backwards.
Big play here to extend the drive. 3rd and 2 from the 38 for Lincoln. Slider. Drops back. Has a man open, and that is indeed caught. Willie Tavra Jr. down to the 26.
And that's, like I said, that is his big target when he needs the yards so far. This game has been Tavra.
Yep, indeed it has. When he needs those few yards or needs a big play to extend the drive, Tavra Jr.'s name's been called all night long. The 26. One wide receiver on the top. That's going to be a handoff to Lee. He gets through the line, but barely, and that's going to be a gain of about a yard.
I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised Lee got that many yards because his offensive line got blown backwards there by the defense. So the fact that he even gained anything says a lot about that man's running ability.
Slider, 237 yards and a TD with a 105 rating tonight. Looking pretty good so far. Trying to get back into the lead. Handing it off to Logan Lee, and he stopped at the line, and now this is going to be another 3rd down for them, but this time it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, this is actually another big 3rd down here. Let's see if San Jose, which one of the receivers they, key off on, because they've been leaving one open and keying off on the other. So let's see if that happens or if they're actually able to cover both of these good receivers.
This is 4 down territory if you're Lincoln. It has to be.
Oh,
4 wide receiver set. Slider getting pressure. Finds his man in the middle short. And that is going to bring up 4th and 4. Flynn Kelvin on the catch. And now this is an interesting play. 4th and 4 from the 20 there, Chad.
I mean, 4th and 4, you're in the red zone. They're actually going to kick it. Wow, that is not the way I would play it. But again, I'm just up here in the booth. I would probably just go ahead and go for it.
Ooh, man. I mean, this is a bold move, Cotton. Snap, good hold. The kick is up, and that is good from 37. So now you're down 2, 3 minutes to go. So are you going to do an onside kick here, Chad, or are you going to try to leave it for your defense?
You would have to. I mean, because San Jose can eat clock like nobody's business. So you have to go for the onside. Personally, I would have gone and, I don't know. That blows my mind.
And doing an update on the score above, looking like Lexington scored again. So now they're up 17-7. And, oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Bobbled. Oh, wait a minute. Were they able to get the ball back?
Who recovered that?
I really couldn't tell because it looked like San Jose players were celebrating, but yet it's really focusing it all. It looks like San Jose
recovered it.
San Jose was able to recover it. I thought for a minute there that they lost that possession. So here we go. Chris Porter, the defensive coordinator for Lincoln, is going to earn his money today. Let's see if he can make a stop here of this flight offense. And J.C. Bacon trying to shove his way through there. And he gets a gain of 3 on the run.
Yeah, they've got to step up. I mean, this defense, this is the only chance they have. And it looked like he is not wearing a face mask. They're free safety. Or is that
Fugu Gaipan is not wearing a face mask.
That kind of caught me off guard. I just now noticed that.
I think he does that so the fans will see who he is, right? Like he just,
Probably.
Trying to get on a Wheaties. Yeah, they're trying to facial recognition, get on a Wheaties box. And look at this. Oh, he makes the tackle there on J.Z. Bacon. And that is going to be 3rd and 6 here. And the clock is still continuing to run.
Yeah, and that's at some point, Lincoln's going to have to kind of start watching that clock real close because we're about to hit the 2-minute mark, which we probably will before they snap this ball.
Yep, and indeed that is the case. So they get the clock stopped here with 2 minutes to go. A big 3rd down here for Lincoln's defense. Can they make the stop? We're about to find out here in just a moment. We'll be back. Third and 6 here live in Lincoln, Nebraska. Chad Rowland play-by-play, Chad Stinson in the broadcast booth with me tonight. And let's see what the Lincoln defense does. Blanco drops back. He finds his man on the outside. That is caught, and he went short. And that is going to be 4th and inches from the 25, Chad.
Yeah, your 4th and inches, what I would personally do as a San Jose coach, your 4th and inches, go ahead and go for it. If you get the first down, there you go. If you don't, it's like a punt.
And it looks like
they're going to kick it.
They're going to take the points here to go up 5. And let's see what Garfield can do. High snap. Good hold, though. Garfield, the kick is up, and it is good from 42. So now Lincoln is down 5. They still have a good opportunity here. 1:53 to go. You got 2 timeouts. Let's see if we can see that 2-minute offense that we saw at the end of the first half when they got their 1 touchdown. Let's see if they could do it again here, Chad.
Yeah, I was about to point out that this is about the same amount of time they had right before halftime when they went on that unstoppable drive.
San Jose, they have Ben Jackson as a defensive coordinator. And he's going to see if he can earn his money as well. Lincoln was able to make the stop. They were able to force him into a field goal. They still have an opportunity to win this ball game. And they're going to take it from the 24, 1:49 to go. If you're Lincoln, you just want to try to get down the field quick.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny Slider's got to keep his wits about him here. You got 1:49, which in football is literally an eternity at times. So keep your wits about you, do what you do, and move the ball.
I can see a big play here for John Fullerton. 1st and 10 from the 24. Slider, low snap. We're able to find Logan Lee. He was able to get to the outside. He was able to get out of bounds. And it's going to be just a gain of a yard.
And that's what you got to do as your receivers when the ball's in the air. If you don't go through the middle, just don't do it. If you catch the ball, get out of bounds. You got 2 timeouts, which you're going to need to save both of those as long as possible.
Lincoln coming up to the line, 4 wide receiver set. Slider looking like maybe he's adjusting the play. Looking to the outside, finds his man. That's going to be a 1st down, and looks like he stayed in bounds. That looked like John Fullerton on the play.
Ooh, this is going to come down to a very, very close ending here.
No huddle offense, and Slider avoiding the sack. Oh, he did avoid that one. He was taken down. Looked like Joshua Darr, the Week 4 signing, with the 1st sack of his career.
That is not what you need to do at this time of the game at all.
Slider looking to the outside. Logan Lee getting out of bounds but gaining no yards. And all of a sudden here, Lincoln 3rd and long. 3rd and 16, Chad.
They had it going, and then that sack just can pull the air out of you. It can literally kill a drive just that quick.
Joshua Darr, the Week 4 signing. I mean, that was just 2 weeks ago, and he just made a huge play to maybe possibly seal the deal. 4 wide receiver set here for Lincoln. 3rd and 16. Slider looking to the outside, was not able to find his man. That was intended for Walker. And this is it. 4th and 16 for Lincoln.
Yep, their whole rest of their season kind of hangs right here on a 4th and 16 play.
Let's see what kind of trickery head coach Mike All has up his sleeve. Maybe he learned a thing or two from his time in Canton this past season as a GM. Watching head coach Mike Twinscrew here in Canton. 4 wide receiver set. Slider. Drops back. Looking short, and oh, that was not the play you wanted to run.
I'm not real sure why. Yeah, I'm not real sure why Kenny Slider checked down all the way to a low. That didn't make. I don't know. That just kind of throws my brain into a loop.
I don't even know what you're doing there. I mean, at least if you try to go deep, at least we respect you for it. But I mean,
yeah,
that
at
was
least
just
get it over the first down marker.
I mean, it looks like San Jose here. They're going to get a few timeouts called here before the clock will be able to run out. 1:05 to go. San Jose looking like they're going to seal the deal here, Chad.
Yeah, which is actually going to, again, probably keep them right where they're at in the standings at number 4. So that'll keep them in the playoff picture. But for Lincoln, this is going to be curtains pretty much.
Yeah, later on tonight, right now, San Jose, I believe, is tied with Ottawa. So tonight, Ottawa has a tough matchup at home against Albuquerque. And, if Ottawa loses that game, then San Jose will be able to jump ahead of them a little bit. But great games upcoming here in the late slate here tonight for the SFLm.
Oh, yeah, these games right now have a lot to do with the playoffs. I mean, we're only, after this, 2 weeks away?
2 weeks away. That is correct. 3rd and 13. And they're going to be able to run this clock down. Lincoln's going to have about maybe 25 seconds. I mean, they're going to be able to be pinned. They're going to be able to be pinned deep here, but
I've seen crazier things happen.
Oh, you and me both. We've seen some wild things happen in this league for sure. They got an opportunity here. They're going to have they may have actually about just under 20 seconds depending on where this ball lands. Clock will be draining, so they will have an opportunity. We'll see what kind of decisions that Lincoln makes on those plays there. But hopefully they don't do a check down like they did last time. And that is going to be touched back. And they're going to have just 18 seconds left here, Chad.
Oh. I want to say there's some trickery you could do to fix this, but there's not. You're going to have to go deep. Everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. But again, it all comes down to you've got those good receivers. That could actually work out for Lincoln.
They're in that empty set once again. This formation didn't really work well for them the last time they were in it. Slider looking to the outside, finds his tight end. Brian Murphy's got to get out of bounds, and he indeed does.
Which that makes me wonder if they're not going to set San Jose up here, maybe do 2 types of passes like this, bring them in just a little bit, and then just try to burn them deep. But doing that, you take the chance of your guy getting tackled in bounds and just running the clock out.
Yep, 12 seconds to go here in the game. Lincoln does have a shot. Kind of an interesting formation call here for the Rattlesnakes, as you only got 2 wide receivers. Really odd play call. Getting to the outside, Tavern getting out of bounds, and that takes off just only 3 seconds. So they're just kind of creeping their way down a little bit here.
Yeah, but at some point you're going to have to go downfield because you can't. This isn't a field goal situation. This is a must get in the end zone. That is one thing they've got to understand.
It's not like Kenny Slider doesn't have an arm. I mean, he's at least in SFLm standards, he's almost a fully built quarterback. So really interesting. Now they're going to go gun split. And that's going to be over the middle, and that's
going to be it.
Will do it. So Lincoln loses the game here. San Jose takes the win 24-19, and there went Lincoln's hopes for any sort of playoff opportunity. Chad, what is your thoughts on this game tonight?
It was a great game by all means for both teams. Really good. I mean, you had Lee had a great game, had over 100 yards rushing, had a couple of sacks. Really no penalties that I saw, which is, kind of crazy in the SFL, but great game by both teams. I hate it for Lincoln. Love it for San Jose, though, because it keeps them where they want to be. So,
yeah, and Lee, 127 yards, I believe, or 124 yards running the ball tonight. Lincoln's offense looked good in spots, but late in the game when it counted, questionable play calling in my mind really sealed the fate here of the Rattlesnakes. And
most
San
definitely.
Jose, yeah, if you're San Jose, I mean, you just did just enough. That defensive touchdown on that kickoff or the punt, I mean, was a really big factor.
Yeah, that punt had a lot to do with the outcome of this game.
And so Anthony Robertson, as we see there, 2 sacks on the night. Joshua Durr, congratulations on your first sack. I'm only going to assume it's your first sack because you're a safety. Kenny Slider, 279 yards passing, 1 TD. Who is your player of the game in your mind?
Ooh, I'm going to go with Bacon. You can never go wrong with Bacon.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with bacon, right? Bacon, eggs, that's a good combo. Bacon and ham, even though ham was on the other side of the field tonight.
Oh, see, that would have been great if those two would have been on the same team, though.
Yeah, that should have happened. That should have somehow happened. But let's see who the player of the game is tonight. And it looks like it is indeed J.C. Bacon. 20 attempts, 73 yards, 70 receiving yards, which was mainly on 1 play, and a touchdown. So Jay-Z is the player of the game honors, and that will do it here in Lincoln. For everybody here in the SFLm, Cameron Irvine, thank you once again tonight for the production. Chad, thank you for joining me in the booth, and we will see you guys next week.
Take care, everybody.